Returned artifacts. When Oba of Benin re-echoed forefathers' songs. Hello, my wonderful people. The Oba of Benin did not know the time he began to sing and to celebrate. Singing is a posture to show that you are happy, things are going well, and remember, in the 19th century, some of the items that belongs to the Edo State, that belongs to the palace, were taken away, and since then, some of those things had been distributed in Europe, America, and some other nations in the world. But gradually, they are all coming home. Please do not forget to like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Every human being, boy or girl, will be delighted to see his or her treasure return after it was forcefully collected in the past. This was the highlight last Thursday, December the 13th, in Benin City, the Edo State capital, as the much talk about priceless work of art were gradually being returned home. It was an epic moment making in Benin City, relinquished by many, and it was memorable, and a ceremony that remains the life of that day and that will be told to future generation. Just like his grandfather and father, Oba of Benin, respectively, the Oba of Benin fully repossessed some Benin bros looted by the British government from the palace in the 1897 by signing the deed for the subsequent transfer of the artwork from the federal government to the monarch at a later date. Dressed in a spectacular purple regalia with dark glasses, the with dark glasses, the Oba of Benin, ap- after putting on his signature on the document, went on to celebrate the legacy document rose from his ancestral stool of his forefathers, display the paper and shares the crowd, swinging to the same melodious chorus that his grandfathers rendered in joy when rising from the throne to receive a crown and a Cora beaded coronation regalia returning of the British government in the 1938. This was the same song the Oba of Benin rose to, cheering the people, celebrating and having a great time. The music sound continued as the Oba danced a little and cheered the people all, giving thanks to God. Visitors and admirers of the great Benin kingdom and all, they stood up for their seats and recited to the music, dancing with the monarch, and we also in the marvelous spirit of the cultural display by many theater work and a colorful trend that's continued to spread the joy the day. After over a century of which the custody of the white man, the Oba of Benin look gracefully to the legal documents with the hope that more of the valued artwork will be returned to the original place, the palace, after being looted for far too long. The ceremony, which was concluded with the fifth coronation anniversary ceremony that was earlier proposed to in honor of the late World Okumbo, was attended by distinguished guests from wells of life, namely the Emir of Kanu was there, and representative of the Oni of Ife were also there, representative of the Minister of Health, Sarodio, who is a native of Edo State, was also there among other dignitaries. So this was what happened. The Oba of Benin has gone on to sign the return of the document. He was very grateful. He was very glad. In fact, he stood up with dancing and singing and rejoicing as others joined him even, visitors that came to the palace. Everyone was so happy to see him dancing. And so they all joined in the song, celebrating, and just being grateful and just, dancing and being joyful in the whole of it that has happened. So these are some of the things that go on when people are truly happy. Oba was celebrating, everyone there was celebrating with him, and, and just being grateful for, after a century, they were able to return that which belonged to the palace, which is a good thing, which is a very good thing, you see. At some point, they were thinking these things will never come home. At some point, even the governor and Oba were asked, when the government was saying they would take it, they'll put it in a museum, an African. Oba of Benin say, when something is taken from you, will it not be returned to you? Why should it go to Nigerian museum? They should spend money on their museum and get some things there. This is something that can be brought back to Edo State, brought back to the palace, so much so that, people can begin to, be grateful and they can enjoy these things, and it can become a tourist attraction in Edo State. To start with, it belongs to the Edo Kingdom. So, I mean, if something like this is there, everybody's rejoicing, celebrating. It's a real thing of joy, a real serious thing of joy. And so everybody's able to, celebrate, and it will even create job, even if it's for 10 people. It has been, it's 10 people out of the millions, or out of the millions that are in the jobless market. So even if it's 10 people that are employed in that very museum, whether as manager, whether as an accountant, whether as cleaner, whether as whatever position they find themselves, guess what? It's taking them out of joblessness, or just giving them an opportunity for a second job so that they can truly make ends meet. So when you look at it, it is a serious wake-up call that we don't just leave everything with levity and just laugh over everything and pretend that everything is working well. But thank God, finally, these things are coming to the Edo State people where it truly belongs. These are the true custodians and the owner of the very said artifacts. These are the very true owners. These are the people who owns it, the Edo State. It belongs to Edo State. It was taken away from the palace of the Oba of Benin. And now that it has returned, it should return back to the place. And in fact, in this day and age, it's something that could be of what tourist attraction and real value to the state. Something that when visitors and others come, they can tell you the history. Before you know it, if Christ tarries, it's going another century would have come again. What would you leave in the history of time? Is it not what you have done? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.